Hello and welcome back. This week we're talking about mindset tools. Now, our mindset is simply the way that we think about things. And a mindset tool is a specific way of thinking that helps us approach problems and challenges in a more constructive way. So, when we have a problem, we choose the right tool, the right mindset tool to deal with it, right? Just like, we've got a nail put a nail in, right? We use a hammer. That's the right tool for the job. We need to tighten something up. We use a spanner. This is the right tool for the job. So in this series, I'm going to introduce you to 3 mindset tools, and I'm going to show you as we move through each week how to use these. And this is going to really help you so that when you come up against a challenge, you'll know, okay, I think I should use this tool for this job, because when you use the right tool, you get great results, all right? So, mindset tools make things simple. Instead of going round and round in circles and feeling overwhelmed, we can straight away go, okay, where's my tool? Where's my mindset tool that I need to use? It also helps you to stay objective because it helps you take a step back, not be overwhelmed by all the emotions, but have something constructive that you can be doing. It also helps to reduce the stress. This has been a big one for me. When I'm faced with a challenge and I'm worried and feeling stressed, when I have a tool, it kind of grounds me. And I'm like, I'm not floundering. I've got something to hang on to. Does that make sense? And that way, it helps you cope better, right, with the challenges and with what's going on. So through the series, I'm going to take you through these mindset tools and show you how to use them. So this is the first one, and I call it Shift Gears. It's really simple. Now, this is a great tool to use when you just need to do it. Sometimes you're kind of stuck, right? And you just need to get on and do it. I like to think of it as shifting gears. And we go from automatic. So automatic is the past way of doing things, our past habits, and sometimes that can help make us feel kind of stuck because we're just kind of in the old way. We need to move to the new way. We need to change gears and go into adaptive mode, from automatic to adaptive. Adaptive meaning flexible and open, right? So sometimes I'm just like, okay, Belle, shift gears. Get out of the old way and into the new way, all right? So that's the first tool. Okay, I'm going to shift gears. Just going to do it, right? The next one is to tap into positive energy. So negative energy pulls us down. Negative energy is criticism, judging, negative self-talk. It taps into the negative emotions. I must do, I should be. All these things are negative energy that isn't actually sustainable as a way of creating positive change. When we go to positive energy, we tap into good feelings, right? And it's so much more motivating. So this is a great tool to use when you need to get motivated, right? It doesn't work. The stick, the punishment and the judging doesn't work to get you motivated, does it, right? And we so often do that. I shouldn't have done that. I should do this. I didn't do that. No wonder we don't feel motivated, right? We need to shift into the positive, right? So I'm going to be showing you how to do this, right, through the series in application to the different midlife challenges that we're going through. And the next thing is check the roadmap, all right, to see where we are. And this is a really good tool for facing big change. When you're facing big changes and challenges, this is a great tool. And this is the process, right, and the roadmap for change. The first is letting go. When we are facing a challenge or a problem, often the way to move forward is to let go of the old way of doing things and the old way of thinking. And sometimes that's really hard. We don't like change. We want to stay in our comfortable little place, right? And in a comfortable little zone. And so the first step is learning how to just kind of let go. And as you let go, you create space for new things to be able to come in. And we go into the transition phase. And this isn't so easy, right? Moving from letting go to transition. this can be quite tumultuous. And this is what's happening as we get older. Remember, we talked about that in last week's video, that we're transitioning in life. There's lots of uncertainty and unanswered questions, right? And so we need to kind of do the work and consciously let go of the old way and be ready to embrace and be open to the new way, so we can then arrive, okay, at a place of peace and arrive at the new person that we are as we've evolved in our life, all right? So how we use the mindset tools, I'll be covering this each week, and you'll see that we're going to be moving through 4 key areas. Next week, we're going to talk about the changes with your body, the physical changes, and making peace with aging. Then we're going to talk about your sense of self, your sense of, how that our awareness of the person that we really are actually changes, especially during perimenopause and menopause. And so we need to kind of come to terms with that. We have changed. What does that mean? Who am I? What's my purpose in life? These are big questions we need to answer, and the mindset tools are going to help you. We're going to talk about the small daily changes, all right? And then the big life challenges or big life changes, because many of us face these things in this phase of our life. And I'll show you how to use these 3 tools, all right? The shift gears, find your positive energy, and check the roadmap. Now, I want to give you an awesome little tip. This is kind of like a big picture tip and something that's been incredibly helpful for me, and I hope it will be for you. And that is to talk positively to yourself in the third person. The third person is where you use your own name. So, for example, I would say to myself, Belinda, calm down, relax, everything's going to be okay. I don't say, calm down, relax. I say, Belinda, calm down, relax. That's the third person. And research has shown that when we do this, it's incredibly effective for diffusing emotions of stress and anxiety and worry and negative thoughts and feelings. And it's a really easy thing to do. So sometimes we do this positively, like, Belinda, you can do it. Belinda, you're going to win. You're going to succeed. You're going to find the answer, right? But we can also use in a way of reassuring ourselves. So these are some of the things that I say to myself. Belinda, relax, calm down. Don't let this upset you. So this is great. Sometimes during the day, you'll have a phone call, an email, and you can feel that, anxiety and stress, and maybe even you're feeling a bit teary. And I'll be say, Belle, don't worry. Everything's going to be okay, Belle. Don't let this upset you, Belinda. And it's amazing how just quickly you start to feel calmer, all right? Another example is, you can do this, Belinda, right? Sometimes I'll often say this when I've got a problem or a challenge and I'm struggling and I'm feeling discouraged. I'm like, Belinda, you can do this. It's powerful when you use your own name like this in the third person. And another one is, Belinda, take a deep breath and try again. So this is like when you feel like giving up, right? And I'll just say, Belle, you can do it. Take a deep breath, try again. It's amazing the power of this very, very simple technique. The benefits are it's really easy. Research has shown there's lots of cognitive therapeutic techniques that people can use to manage anxiety and stress and negative emotions. This is one of the easiest. It doesn't require much effort. It also creates emotional distance, so you can kind of have a temporary relief, a step back, instead of feeling overwhelmed by all the emotions. And you just start to do it, right? To get started, just start with your name. So something happens and you remember, I remember Belle talked about this. Start with your name, Tiffany, Anne, Christine, Marion, Janet, whatever, and then give yourself a little positive talk, right? Don't let this worry you. You can do this. Come on. You can get through it, right? You'll find the answer. Don't let that person upset you, Anne. Can you see? Can you see how powerful it is? So I want you to try this week. All right, so traps to avoid. I want you to avoid victim thinking, right? Victim thinking is like, this is being done to me. There's nothing I can do to change my circumstances. Life has done this to me. I am the victim. All right, we want to move from that thinking, right, to navigator thinking. Navigator is where we go, okay, I may not be able to control everything in this situation, but I can control my thoughts and my choices. That's navigator thinking. I'm going to navigate my way through this challenge and through this problem, not to see it as all set in stone and being done to you. You do have a degree of autonomy and control. You have control over your thinking, and that's what we're talking about, the mindset tools, and control over your choices. All right. So avoid the trap of feeling like things are being done to you and you're powerless. Empower yourself, right, with navigator thinking that I can do this. I can change the way I see this, my perspective on it, and make different choices. All right. Incredibly powerful. So the next steps are that this week I want you to practice talking to yourself in the third person, all right? Just give it a go. Just try it out, Maybe it won't work for you, maybe it will. Please just try it. Test drive it, right? Okay, this is what it's all about, trying new things. Give it a go. When something happens, you're feeling upset, you're feeling anxious, you're feeling worried, just talk to yourself in the third person. Natalie, da, 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 da. Christine, don't let that person get under your skin. And I want you to let me know how it goes. Come back and post here on this week's video, all right? Or private message for me. I would love, love, love to know. And I want you to practice the navigator thinking. So when things are happening, instead of feeling like, oh, this is just a raw deal, I'm under the barrel, this is all being done to me. Hang on a minute. Navigator thinking. I can control my thoughts and the way that I see what's going on and my choices. I've got control over that. That's one thing that I do have control over, right? And so empower yourself with navigator thinking, alrighty? So next week we're going to be talking about our body and our changes that are going on as we get older, our changes with our skin, our hair, our physique, what's really going on, and how to make peace with getting older, because this is so, so, so important. We are going to get older, things are going to change, so how can we feel okay about it, alrighty? So, and I'm also going to give you some tips of how to look beautiful no matter what your age. So we're going to talk about the philosophical stuff, and then we're going to also talk about some really practical stuff, all right? So have a great week. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, leave me a comment below, and I'd love to know how these little techniques work for you this week, alrighty? So I'll see you again soon. Play the next episode now or view the full series. For menopause nutrition plans and coaching support, join my YouTube members area. You'll find the link below this video.